Okay, I guess she's not coming. Hi, lovely people. I have my door open because my dog's currently inside because it's so freaking hot. And I admit that. I don't even know if she heard me. I don't know if she's coming or not, but if she comes during the video, she comes. But I finished the Harry Potter series. I'm definitely more of the Percy Jackson kid, but it's still good. Hold on. I don't know if she's coming or not, but I don't think she's going to. I have my fan on in case she does. But I don't think she is. Oof. I wanted to talk about today about like how customer service is treated, how like customers are treat people who work like at lower paying jobs. Cause I did have a job and I got let go. I did have a job, and like I worked in fast food, so it sucked. Oh my god, I have so many. It sucked. Like it was so bad. I'm gonna say it like this. I worked at this place not even a month. That was the bad thing. Like, I didn't even work there a month. They're like, oh, we're letting you go. But I worked as a cashier and I worked as like taking orders and everything. And I even had to take orders out to like cars. And like it was horrible. And at my job, we have like a pay booth. So like if you do drive out, like if you pay cash, you can. We have a little booth you can pay cash at, and you'll get cash back, or cash, or not cash back. But if you have like, you'll get your change. There we go. And it was pretty much what I did. And I had this one, yeah, like I said, I worked there like a month, less than a month, and I'm not gonna say the name of the place, obviously, but oh, it was a nightmare. You'll probably see this a lot more because like it's blowing in the wind. But yeah, it was that, and I remember it was I was working a night shift because I took the night shift, and I had this one customer. Oh my god. Okay. So I had a customer. She ordered some food. And she just had like a horrible attitude ordering everything, and I had to like make sure she had everything. And like when I was working, I always like tried to make them smile, be like, especially if it was like an older lady, I'd always be like, oh, are you sure you need, like when they ask for discounts, for a senior discount, I was like, oh, are you sure you need a senior discount? I mean, I don't think you're past 20 or you're past 30. Trying to make them laugh and like make them smile and everything. And I tried that, and she would not have it. Like, she was so mean. And ooh, she was mean. And I remember I got her a drink. She ordered a drink, so like we gave her her drink. Oh my god, I almost dropped the drink. Because, okay, cover my drink. I'm gonna cover my drink, so imagine like handing it over to her. It's a big drink. I don't want to say it's a big drink, but it's something you can't really hold with one hand. And I had it tossing it over to her with one hand. She went, and it almost fell out of my hands. It almost fell out of my hands because she snatched it. And I don't know how any other place works. I know Chick-fil-A does something similar. And like, from my job, like, if you messed up an order, if somebody told you different, you read back orders too to make sure, and they confirmed. But if the order was wrong, they would like blame you for it. You would get blamed for it because it was your responsibility, unless they left the premises. They didn't check the food and they left the premises. But like, there was that, and I've had many rude customers, and like, I was working for $8 an hour. Like, I was not making a lot of money. I pretty much was like broke. And getting flashbacks. Like, I've had so many like, those people are rude. I barely got tipped, because we do work for tips. Like, I lived for my tips. I remember I was working pay booth, is what we called it. And I was like, always like, hi, welcome to the plate. What was your order? What was your name? I would read back the orders and have this like big smile on my face. And I had this huge smile on my face, yeah. And I remember one like great, I don't even think it was a great night for me. I was like working, I think it was my first night too. He was just, I was like smiling, I was like, hi, welcome to the place. What's the name for the order? Because we took names instead of like going by cars. Like, we would do the car and then like we'd put the name. And I remember he was just like, oh, you're so cute when you smile. Here's some money, keep the change. And I was like, oh, thank you. I was shocked, but I was so happy. See, I feel like I like always also have like little conversations, short conversations, because we had to keep it going. But I remember I had to be rude to some people too, because I was working pay booth. They were like, we were like, from my place, I walked to work, and like, our place, when it first opened, it was crowded. We could not get home. Like, we had to go down a whole street and come back because of how busy it was. And they were these women, old ladies, and they were just like trying to confirm everything, and I was like I would have gotten called. Because, like, if you were going too slow, they'd call you and be like, hey, what's taking so long? Is there an issue? And oof. And there was these old ladies, and they were just like they were doing something. I can't even remember what they were doing, but they were doing something, and I had to like I was like trying to be like really nice, and I was like, hey, can y'all please move forward in the line? We really have a busy line, and we need to get these orders done. And she was like they all like gave me a glare and drove off. I was like, oh. And then I remember at the ending of my job, there was this man, an older man. Oh yeah, there were two issues, and there was these two. Well, there was this one man, though it's two different times. There's this one man, and he asked for a senior discount. I was working outside. We were cramped. We were packed. And he wanted to, like, get some food. He asked for a senior discount on both. Now, we were packed. It was hot. I get it. I shouldn't have. I didn't get his senior discount, apparently. I thought I did, but I didn't get his senior discount. So, we were packed, like I said. He legit, when he got his order and didn't find out he had a senior discount, he pulled aside, like, making me go to his car and was like, oh, you didn't add the senior discount, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What happened? And I just had to be smile and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, that won't happen again. And yeah, and then there was another time, I was working in pay booth. I wasn't doing not drive-through, because we didn't really have a drive-through. It was a fake drive-through. But there was that, and I remember it was like I think it was my last night working too, because I was scheduled 1 week, but I couldn't work I was scheduled 2 days, and I couldn't work 1 day, but I could work a Tuesday. I got called Tuesday, didn't work. I got called and was like, hey, can you not come into work today? We forgot to have somebody train you. The person that's training you is not gonna be able to come tonight. And I was like, okay, I was fine. I was happy about that. I didn't like the job anyway, so don't worry. I'm kind of butthurt, but I'm not, like, it's happened a while ago. I'm not too hurt. And oh my gosh. And then that next week I was like gone, and I didn't work. And then I didn't work that third week. Well, I didn't work for the 2 weeks. And then I got back, and I talked to my manager, and they were like, oh, you need to go to the front office. And then I got let go. But my last night working, oh my gosh, there was this guy in a truck, and I was like, hi, what's the name for the order? And he was like, He would not say his name. I asked him what his name was, and he was like, "Oh, you should know my name." And I was like, I had never seen this guy before. Never seen this guy before. And I got his name wrong. Like, he just had an attitude too, because I didn't, like, I kept asking for his name because I couldn't hear him, and he would not tell me his name. And I'm at fault for this one. I'm at fault for this part. But I said his name wrong. Like, I picked the wrong order without knowing. And but then again, I don't think it wasn't meant for me to last at my job. It really wasn't. I didn't want to work there anyway, so. But yeah. Didn't want to work there. So I'm not, like, too angry about my job, me losing my job. But I just wish they told me sooner. And yeah. But the whole point of this video is, like, they were treating me horribly. I had, like, multiple. Those are just some stories I had. And, like, I remember I have so many more. I don't exactly remember everybody's story. But there's some people that, like, I would just, like, I hated going to work. I hated going to work because of them. Because of some customers and everything, like, But I got refilling for a minute. They just they work. The people who work at, like, fast food joints do not get paid much. They don't, and some get paid, like, every other week. They don't get paid a lot of money. They really don't. Like I even tell my grandparents, and it's mainly old people that the elderly that would, like, treat the customers horribly, or, like, the workers horribly. But they treated them horribly, and I said to my grandparents, please, like, when I quit, well, I didn't even quit. I would, like, tell my grandparents. I am, like, saying to my grandparents, please treat those workers with the utmost respect, because they go through a lot. Like, I remember some nights I would accidentally, like, I remember when I accidentally overfilled a cup, and I got the tea all on me, because it was sweet tea. And my manager, like, my boss person, not even my managers seemed pretty cool, and I wish I got to know them more and maybe have a friendship with them, but I didn't work there long enough. But they don't get enough. And I know the people I worked with, they constantly were like, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. And they went on quitting, so I hope everybody who wanted to quit. But, it's horrible. It's, like, absolutely horrible. And the way some people treat them, y'all need to treat them with the utmost respect. And I talk to Sadie. Shout out to Sadie. I love her. Me and her, like, when I first started working, and, like, I think I had my first, like, rough, I don't want to say it was a rough night, but my first bad customer, I remember, like, after work, I was like, oh my god, people are, like, I think it was after a few, I can't remember our conversation, but I remember talking to her, and she was, I remember saying something like, these people treat customers, like, they treat customers horribly. And she was like, yeah, because she works at a, I want to say it's an Italian restaurant. I'm not totally sure what the place is, so don't hate me, Sadie. But there's that. And she was like, yeah, they're horrible. And I was just like, they don't treat people well. Like, I know my boss didn't treat me well. Some of the customers, though, I constantly always put on a smile and a fake happy face saying, oh, hi, what can I do for you tonight? We're so glad to have you. And I worked in a fast food joint. I, like, hated it. The only thing I really liked was the weekly pay, and even if it was $8 an hour, it was a weekly pay, and the food I got from every shift, because they had me working nights, but it's horrible, and y'all need to treat customers with the utmost respect, because I definitely, like, you get told stories about how bad, like, I constantly told my friends and people how bad the people are in customer service, and, like, so they share it, like, it don't matter if you had a bad day or not, like, don't treat them horribly over some issue you had or your bad day, because they get treated horribly. Whether it could be management, it could be a lot of things, and you as a customer makes it worse. And they're still supposed to give you a good experience. And I came across a TikTok that was like, workers in like fast food should be able to fight customers like at least twice a day, 3 on Saturdays. And honestly, I totally agree with it. Because people treat people horribly, and it's not okay just because of the pay. Anyway, I do want to shout out some people. I want to shout out Sadie and this amazing YouTuber who happened to add me in her favorites. It's Kat's channel 7777. I'll link her down below. She's amazing. She did a little Q&A, which I learned so much about her. Did the Q&A, and I'll link her down below. Y'all go check her out. She's amazing. And remember, be nice to fast food workers. Anyway, that's all. Love you. Later.